Sir, may napanood ako na theory. Meron daw nakaabang na soldier ng angels, 60 to 70,000 na angels sa heaven. One word lang daw ni Jesus at bababa sila para ubusin ng humanity. Totoo po ba yun? Thanks. Hindi yan theory. Mababasa niyo yan sa Bible. Alam ko na yung tinutukoy mo dyan. Mababasa niyo sa Matthew 26. So ano ba yung storya na ito? Ito yung time na aarestuhin na si Jesus. Nung aarestuhin siya, matapang yung isang apostol niya, which is si Peter. No? Merong sword si Peter, nung inispada niya yung soldier, naputol yung tenga. Diba? Sabi ni Jesus, ibalik mo yung espada mo. Those who live by the sword will die by the sword. At eto na yung sumunod na sinabi niya. Do you think that I cannot appeal to my Father and He will at once send me more than 12 legions of angels? So sabi ng Panginoon dito, ano ka ba Peter? Hindi ko kailangan ng protection mo. Kaya kong tumawag sa Ama in an instant ng 12 legions of angels. So ano po ibig sabihin nun? Pag sinerch nyo, yung isang legion, ang bilang nun is around, di ba, sa Roman soldiers, ang bilang nun is around 5,200 to 6,000 soldiers. I-multiply nyo yun, 12 times 6,000, that's 72,000. Ganun kadaming anghel ang kayang tawagin ng Panginoon in an instant. Kaya maaari, dyan sa napanood mo, sinasabi na isang tawag lang ng Panginoon, kayang tapusin lahat ng humanity. Actually, hindi lang humanity, buong universe. Kasi madalas kinoconnect din dito kung gaano kalakas yung anghel doon sa Old Testament. Yung pinatay ng anghel, yung 185,000 Assyrian soldiers. Pero most scholars believe, kahit ako, I believe na yung angel of the Lord na nabanggit doon sa 2 Kings, yung pumatay doon sa 185,000 na tao. Imagine niyo 185,000, isang gabi lang, pinatay ng anghel, times yun sa 70,000 angels. Yun nga, most scholars believe na yung angel of the Lord na nabanggit doon sa 2 Kings ay Christophany or Theophany, the pre-incarnate Christ. Si Jesus Christ yun. Kaya ganun kalakas. Anyway, 12 legions of angels, that's 72,000 angels. Kaya mo sa akin tong universe na to in an instant. That shows na Jesus didn't lack power. Kaya nga sinabi niya, ano ka ba? Hindi naman yan yung purpose ko dito. Nirestrain niya yung power niya. Meron siyang access sa divine backup. 12 legions, that's 72,000 angels. Pero hindi niya ginamit yun. And that's not weakness. That's supreme strength. He wasn't trapped. He wasn't overpowered. He was willing. True power is not in how much you can fight back, but in how much you can surrender to God's plan, even when it costs everything. Kahit si Jesus, diba, sabi niya, Father, if possible, let this cup pass from me. Nevertheless, not my will, but your will be done. Kala ni Peter, tama yung ginagawa niya, diba? Defending Jesus with a sword, but he was fighting the wrong battle with the wrong weapon. Remember, not every fight is your fight. Sometimes, the real victory is in surrender. Kayang-kayang tawagin ni Jesus yung mga anghel na yun. Kayang-kaya niyang wasakin yung mga kalaban niya. But he saw the bigger picture. Redemption required restraint. The cross looked like defeat, but it was actually the greatest victory in history. Tandaan niyo po, just because you can fight doesn't mean you should. Sometimes the greatest act of faith is laying down your sword and trusting God's higher purpose. Real strength is measured not by what you can do, but by what you're willing to not to do for the sake of obedience. Amen?